How's it going, movie fans? The 7th of March 2026 is the 55th birthday of actor Peter Sarsgaard. A Golden Globe Award nominee, Sarsgaard's acting career began in 1995, making his first television and feature film appearances with Law & Order and Dead Man Walking respectively. Since then, Sarsgaard has proven himself with strong performances as both a supporting and lead actor. Sarsgaard currently has 4 projects in production, as well as The Bride, which was released on the 6th of March. Here are the Firewall's top 10 Peter Sarsgaard movies. At number 10 is Black Mass. Based on a true story of the notorious Boston gangster James Whitey Bulger, the film follows Bulger's rise in the criminal underworld after he becomes an FBI informant, using his protected status to eliminate rivals and expand his empire. Sarsgaard plays Brian Halloran, an associate of Bulger's. The runtime's 123 minutes, and Black Mass has Firewall rating of 7.3 out of 10. At number 9 is Memory. In this drama, Sylvia is a single mother and social worker with a troubled past whose life takes a turn when she is followed home from her high school reunion by Saul, played by Sarsgaard. Although initially concerned, Sylvia learns that Saul has early onset dementia and a complex relationship develops between the two. The runtime's 103 minutes, and Memory has Firewall rating of 7.4. At number 8 is September 5th. This dramatization of the 1972 Munich Olympics hostage crisis tells the story from the vantage point of the ABC Sports broadcast control room. Sarsgaard plays Rune Arledge, the president of ABC Sports, who is present during the events and pushes his new team to adapt and make critical decisions to cover the story. The runtime's 95 minutes, and September 5th has Firewall rating of 7.8. At number 7 is Shattered Glass. Sarsgaard received a Golden Globe nomination for Best Supporting Actor for his performance as reporter Charles Lane in this biographical drama which tells the story of Stephen Glass, a journalist who worked for the New Republic magazine until it was discovered that he fabricated a large number of his stories. The runtime's 94 minutes, and Shattered Glass has Firewall rating of 7.8. At number 6 is Dead Man Walking. Adapted from the non-fiction book of the same name, in this crime drama, Sister Helen Projon is a Catholic religious sister who develops a special relationship with a convicted murderer on death row. Sarsgaard made his feature film debut as Walter Delacroix, the victim of a horrific crime. The runtime's 122 minutes, and Dead Man Walking has Firewall rating of 7.9. At number 5 is Coup. Set on a secluded estate during the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic, where a progressive but pretentious journalist shelters with his wife, children and household staff, but their isolated world is turned upside down with the arrival of Floyd Monk, played by Sarsgaard, a mysterious grifter who claims to be their new cook. The runtime's 98 minutes, and Coup has Firewall rating of 7.9. At number 4 is Boys Don't Cry. Based on the true story of Brandon Teena, a young transgender man who tries to live a normal life in Falls City, Nebraska, while passing as a man. However, everything starts to unravel when his secret is discovered. Sarsgaard plays John Lotter, who is part of Brandon's social circle and who learns of Brandon's history. The runtime's 118 minutes, and Boys Don't Cry has Firewall rating of 8. At number 3 is Blue Jasmine. In this comedy drama, the life of leisure of New York socialite Jasmine Francis falls apart, which leads to her suffering a nervous breakdown. She then travels to San Francisco to impose on her estranged sister. Sarsgaard plays Dwight Westlake, a wealthy widower who meets Jasmine at a party in San Francisco. The runtime's 98 minutes, and Blue Jasmine has Firewall rating of 8. At number 2 is Garden State. In this romantic comedy drama, Andrew Largeman is a young actor who returns to his hometown following the death of his mother. Years of medication have left him emotionally numb, but things start to change for him after he meets the free-spirited Sam. Sarsgaard plays Mark, an old-school friend of Andrew's. The runtime's 102 minutes, and Garden State has Firewall rating of 8.2. At number 1 is The Batman. In the first installment of the rebooted Batman film franchise, billionaire Bruce Wayne has been operating as Batman for 2 years when the mayor of Gotham City is murdered, and Batman sets out to catch the killer after a message is left for him at the crime scene. Sarsgaard plays Gil Colson, Gotham's district attorney. The runtime's 176 minutes, and The Batman has Firewall rating of 8.3. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this list, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe.